I touch turn to gold. Ain't I something special? This one for my haters, I'm a motivator. I make them niggas wanna do better. I want too much, I can never settle. Settle for less, nigga, I can never. If she did better, I probably would've kept her. But oh well, I found something better, and she gon' do me better.
How did you hear about Streetbeefs?
So actually, one of my friends at a different jiu-jitsu gym, I visit their gym sometimes back when I was just doing jiu-jitsu, and he had told me about the Facebook group, and he's like, yeah, I'm thinking about taking a fight. And as soon as I heard that and I realized it was that close in Virginia, I signed up right away, and I fought like at the next event. And he never even ended up fighting, but as soon as I realized I could access it like that, I was all about it.
What's your Streetbeefs record?
5-0 in MMA.
5-0 in MMA. You had one boxing match, correct?
Yeah, I had one boxing match. It didn't go my way. I got pretty excited, man. Kind of rushed in a little bit, and I got surprised. My opponent, respect to him, DB, he's got some strong hands. He had his hands real low, like down by his waist, and yeah, he threw a big overhand as I was coming in. I didn't see it at all. That shit rocked me. 290 pounds, like punching you as hard as you can. That was a big punch. Respect to him.
Right on. Since that day, have you been working on your boxing a little more?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I had already been working on it, focusing on it a lot. That's one of the reasons I took the boxing match, but even more so now. Like, my sensei, my coaches, they're very realistic with me, so they know that, like, that's one of the areas I need to improve the most.
Do you have any certain boxes you've been studying, or to get your punches right, or you don't really?
Not too much. Of course I love Mike Tyson. Everybody does.
Yeah.
So I watch a lot of him, but I definitely have a different style for boxing. Like I'm a southpaw, but I'm right-handed, so I feel really comfortable with my lead hand. I've gotten, like, my jab's gotten really quick. I got a stiff jab, and now I'm just trying to work on, setting up my hook, and the two's coming along too.
Right on. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm excited to show some of my new skills. I haven't fought in a little bit now, and I've had an opponent pull out, so I've been trying to get a fight for a little, but I've just been upping my game, so I have a lot to show.
Okay. At all the fights you had on Streetbeefs, not including the boxing, man, who was your toughest opponent?
I gotta say, Shinigami was my toughest opponent. It was, I still feel like things play out a little differently, and that's considered a first round finish for me. But after that, after the first round, I did have some trouble dealing with him. So, yeah, I'd say he was my toughest opponent. Definitely for MMA.
Right. Speaking on that, can we expect a rematch anytime soon?
Honestly, probably not, because I'm not really fighting in Streetbeefs right now since I have some sanctioned matches lined up. So, man, I want to fight him. They offered it to me the other day, but my sensei just wants me to focus on the sanctioned matches. In Virginia, you legally need to have sanctioned MMA matches to go pro. So I could keep fighting for Streetbeefs, but it's not really taking me where I want to go. So I'm going to take these sanctioned matches, but it's tough, man. I want to fight. Like, the great thing about Streetbeefs is you could fight every month easily. And that was fun, man. That was some of the best times of my life, fighting every month.
That's what's up. I did recently see you sign the contract. Is that the pro contract you're talking about for the sanctioned fights?
That was just for an amateur bout. It was just a contract for that specific fight. But my opponent did pull out of that fight. But I have another one lined up for August 21st, and they'll be sending that contract over soon.
Good luck, brother.
Thank you, my man. Feeling confident.
Who is your favorite Streetbeefs fighter?
My favorite Streetbeefs fighter?
Yeah.
Let's see. I have, like, different ones. Like, for boxing, it'd probably be Pitbull Matthew. Man, I get so excited when he fights. Bro, when he won one of his most recent fights, I was there. I was going so wild. It had me so excited. It shows a lot of determination to go, like, I think he went like 0-8 before he started to rack up a few wins.
And he kept coming.
Respect to him for that. And then for MMA, I would say it was definitely Mendon Warrior for a while, but he went pro now. And I get really excited, to watch Beach. There's so many Street Beefs fighters. Oh, you know who I should have said? Fair Play. Fair Play is the best, man.
Yeah.
He's so humble, and he's incredible, man. His head movement, he can grapple too. And, yeah, he's a beast.
No doubt.
And he fights, like, every month. More than that, because he'll fight at the OG yard, he'll fight at another yard. Shout out to Fair Play. He's a beast, man.
He improving every fight, too.
Yeah. Man, his head movement is wild, and he's really, like, starting to tag people back, too, and he can put people to sleep.
Matter of fact, just yesterday, I don't know if you was like you were covering the fight. You and somebody else was covering his fight.
I was commentating. That was exciting, man.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do that again. Like, besides fighting, I can't think of much better to do, than be right in front of the cage, get a great view, and I can get amped up and, get paid to do it. It's hype.
I don't know. Can you compare sanctioned fights to street beefs?
Yeah, I would just say it's just a little bit more professional, I guess. Street Beefs is pretty raw. Sanctioned fight, you have a referee where that's their job. The judges, that's their job. And, it's an event. They're selling tickets. People are in there with drinks. It's a little bit more professional is all. But, man, the rawness of Street Beefs, there's nothing realer than that, You could be fighting in 30-degree cold. You could be fighting in 100-degree heat. It could be muddy and slick, or the ground could be dry and, like, hard as shit.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool when the elements play a factor, too. I like that.
That's what's up. What is the recipe for a successful MMA career?
I would say, I would say you start out with wrestling or jiu-jitsu as like a teenager, so you're not getting hit in your head your whole life, and you get that strong base of grappling. Because if you look at the MMA, the UFC champions, it changes. Different stuff trends, but a lot of the time the grapplers are the champs, and that's how you have a longer career is grappling. You can avoid the big shots because you only get one brain, so you have to be careful with that. Let's say you start with that, and then straight out of high school you start training MMA, and that would probably be the best way to do it, I think.
Sound about right. I watch a lot of Baby Hook too, man. Seems like he don't waste no time. Take it to the ground and get it over with.
Yeah, the way I look at it is if I can out-grapple you, why not? Because it's just safer for me. Even if I'm a better striker than you, anything can happen on the feet. True. It just takes one small mistake, and you wake up looking at the clouds or the lights.
Yeah.